Well, I think if we look at the structure that God created for the organization of the church, there are certainly people that would be in the positions of leadership. So you've got the church is made up of visitors, of members, of servants, and of elders, pastors, and certainly there are people who sit in that leadership position. The first question that you asked was, but are we all leaders? And yes, we're all leaders. So I think there might be a fear of am I supposed to sit in the seat of one of the leaders? I don't know that I am called to that, gifted to that, or do I have the necessary training for that? But to sit in the seat of serving, which is going to give you an opportunity to lead someone else, that shouldn't fear us or create fear in us. We should welcome that because we're stepping right into what God's called us to. If we take the word and just set it out on different platforms, we find that we are all leaders. So in a home, there's leadership. Within peer groups, there's leadership. Within responsibilities in the workplace, there's leadership. And then there's always opportunities within the local church to get involved serving, and those service opportunities put you in a leadership position. Even if your service opportunity is coming, early, like my first opportunities serving were showing up early and moving chairs around, and then staying late and moving chairs around. But in doing that, someone comes into the room for the first time, they see a person working, that's a person that they know that I can ask them a question. So being even at the entry level serving gives you leadership opportunity. My wife and I, we have 4 sons. They're grown now. They have families of their own. But when we were raising them, one of the mantras that they would hear over and over and over again in our house is that there is a decision that you can make that will help you make every other decision easier. And that decision is that you want to please the Lord. So if you make the decision that you want to please God, now any room that I walk into, most of the decisions have already been made for me. As a young person, I think particularly with the pressures to get involved in certain lifestyle, and I go, oh no, I want to please the Lord, and that doesn't please God. If you want to please God and have that influence all of the other decisions that you make, I think that's what makes a great leader. Because that's going to affect me as a parent, it's going to affect me as a neighbor, it should affect me more as a driver. It hasn't yet. I'm still growing. So I get very irritated driving, but it should affect every area of my life. And so I think what if we had a president of the United States who, when they woke up in the morning, their first thing was, today, God, I want to do what's right in your eyes. And their decisions, and they've got a lot of decisions, and they've got a lot of voices in their minds, and they make a decision here that seems to us like a simple one, but it has untold number of facets that we don't see. Very difficult. But if they woke up in the morning saying, God, I want to do what's right in your eyes, I think God would lead them.